Every single time the NFL draft come around, it's always a white girl sitting beside the black boy, the black man on the couch. Every single time. Why they never no black girl next to the black boy?
So funny, because every time the NFL draft comes up, everybody's talking about, oh my god, it's snow bunny season, it's show off your snow bunny season. They are breeding the black out of their bloodlines.
So is the NFL draft making anybody else sick, or is it just me? Because I know it's making Dr. Umar sick.
At least in college, it's because a lot of these white girls are male-centered pick-me's. That is what they are.
I know people who want to try and be my friend because I might be in the NBA, I might have a nice contract and be on TV and famous. But I'm not friends with anybody.
This is my daughter. How you doing?
When I was younger, if I saw an NBA player I didn't really know, I'd get a picture with him. But you get paid, it's a job. Going to school and being in college is not a job.
One woman's trash is another woman's treasure.
Every single time.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, more than this gospel bride, living up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This isn't going to be a long lesson. As you know, certain brothers, including myself, we tend to be long-winded when it comes to getting on these undesirable women. It's going to be straight to the point, Lord's will. But this is a video of the, what they said, the NFL draft. And you got Keisha, these divestors on here, speaking about, because you saw this man, what's this guy name here? Basically, you know, he's taking a picture with these Edomite women here, and, you know, women love him. You know, women love Jake just in general. But our women, they despise us, okay, because of that ongoing tension that the serpent has created between us and the woman. Now, they're basically getting on Jake because they like, well, white women are pygmies. Why we always seeing black boys with white women? But wait a minute, man. What about throughout all the 90s and the early 2000s and even today, you even see the fucking black woman with the white man? You know, nobody has nothing to say about that, you know. You divestors, you know, you can divest all you want, but when you realize that Jake is not dealing with the madness anymore, then all of a sudden, you know, our head is on a chopping block. Well, I'm going to say this to you, so-called black women. You are undateable. The American black woman, for the most part, is undateable. Okay? You're undateable. Period. Okay? You have fucked up attitude problems. Okay? You don't submit. You talk back. You always want to be in competition with the men. You don't even wear your own hair. You know, you do all this extravagant makeup to yourself just to look like the so-called white woman, in which we don't respect shit that ain't real. You know? It's just enough is enough, okay? Black women, you are undateable, okay? And I'm not saying all of you, but like I say, majority rules. Majority of you women in America, you're just undateable, period, okay? And Jake is waking up to the madness. You know, you had a movement called the Passport Bros. You know, you had Kevin Samuels, and, you know, he shed a lot of light, and he's put a bug in a lot of Jake men's ear to go overseas and find you, you know, other women. Divesting, you know, the black woman because she means you no well. You know, she means you harm. She doesn't respect you. Okay, she puts the other nations over you. She puts the white man over you. She takes your children away from you. Okay, she gives you over to the so-called white man, the court system. I mean, what more needs to be said? Okay, and this is the insanity of these women, because out of all the videos that we put out, and be honest with you, we started that manosphere thing. Okay, Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit and all these guys, they didn't start that. We started that. Okay, the apostles on down, even from their elders, was getting on a black woman back in the 80s, the 90s. So if you want to really give credit to the manosphere, give credit to the Israelites, because we the one that's been shedding light, and we opened up the door for you red pill guys to come in and do what y'all do, which in fact, you know, we don't even consent to this red pill. Like, we're the men of the Lord. Okay, that red pill shit, it's a lot of folly in that too. But the reality of it is, Jake is just not dealing with the black woman no more, period. I mean, you poppable, If that, and that's the only thing we would do with you, is probably have sex with you. But other than that, I'm not looking to start a relationship with a so-called black woman. And I know you got decent black women out there, but I mean, shit, they're very far few in between. And honestly speaking, I'm not going out my way to find one. You know, because I mean, look at this. Look at the attitude.
Every single time the NFL draft come around, it's always a white girl sitting beside.
Yeah. Okay. Now you got a ton full of makeup on your head. I don't even think that's not even your real hair. You got the eyelashes on. I mean, I guess you think that this is what Jake likes because, you know, you got Megan Thee Stallion, which she's a demon. You got the entertainment industry that put this type of image on wax, and you feel that this is what men want because they got a bunch of goofies and clowns and simps that you see in these videos acting like drug dealers, posing with guns and these nice cars and flashy jewelry. That's all psyop shit, man. Okay, they put that in there to program you into thinking that's what you're supposed to be, and you basically took to the bait. You know, so why not deal with the other nations, man? You know, like, I'm not even saying that the white woman is the best woman in the world. Clearly she's not. The white woman is trash too. You know what I'm saying? But honestly speaking, they more friendly. You speak to them, they smile. You know what I'm saying? They want to come up and take pictures with you and shit. You know, they buy you drinks. You know, they do all manners of things. They know what to do in order to get Jake to be comfortable, unlike you. And it's so crazy because when you go on these media profiles and you come across these apps, they have nothing to offer. They be overweight. You know what I'm saying? They got 4 different kids, and then they say, "Oh, if you think I'm overweight, or if I got kids, swipe left." Like, dude, just the fact you start off profiles very contentious. Who wants to deal? When I see shit like that, I don't even look. I just keep going. I'm like, why would I even want to waste my time even talking to something like that when you're already going to be contentious? You have nothing to bring to the table. You have no money. You can't even pay a fucking bill if push comes to shove. Okay, you got 3 different kids by 3 different men. You got fake hair on. You got long ass stupid nails on. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not against, you know, long natural nails. I mean, you know, each to his own. But them fake stupid long ass nails, you know, that you can barely wipe yourself with. You got this color in your hair. You overweight. You obese. You got your lips poked out. You don't smile. And I'm just giving you a handful of reasons as to why Jake ain't dealing with y'all, man. Okay, you are undateable. Nobody wants to deal with you no more. Okay, and when you divest, you end up in a suitcase. And that's my next lesson. You divestors, and you do that to get at Jake because you think you spiting Jake, but the Lord is so cold-blooded, he killed 2 birds in 1 stone. He have you to date an Edomite, and you end up in somebody's fucking pillow cushion on somebody's couch, cut up, and then the Edomite goes to jail. Sometimes. So either way it go, you lose. Like my man say, he said, you lose, James. It's a little inside.
The black boy, the black man on the couch every single time. Why they never no black girl next to the black boy?
So funny because every time the NFL draft comes up, everybody's talking about, oh my god, it's snow bunny season. It's show off your snow season.
And look at this bitch, right? Now look at her. It's not even a real fucking hair. You know what I'm saying? That's not even a real hair. And you see why Jake don't want you. You're not even original. You don't even like yourself. You don't even wear your natural hair. You know, you put on a ton full of makeup. You put on the lashes. Like, you're not even real. You want to look like a white woman so bad to the point that your man ain't even paying attention to that because it's just like, why not get the real deal? Okay, other nations, even though we're looked down upon as a nation, a race of men, because let's face it, the black man is less than a cockroach on his side, but nonetheless, people still want to deal with Jake, man, because they understand the spirit in Jake is that of a god and a king. You the only ones that's competing with that because you want to be the boss bitch. You want to take the wheel. You want to be the one that everybody looks up to. But the black woman, nobody likes you. Everybody hates you. Okay? You are the most least desired woman on the planet. Okay? And that's just point blank period. And you've done it to yourself.
Season. Right? They are breeding the black out of their bloodlines.
So is the NFL draft making it?
Yeah, but yeah, she be the main bitch that get with a white boy. And then let's not go to Miss Kim here. All right, she got the bonnet on. Like, for one thing, why you getting those? Present yourself. You're showing yourself to the world. Look presentable. And then what's up with the hand movements? That's another thing too. When a woman is talking with our fingers and bobbing our neck, that's like a no-go for me, bro. I just can't deal with it. It's just like, nah, bro. Like, nah, you got
anybody else sick, or is it just me? Because I know it's making Dr. Umar sick.
At least in college.
And fuck Dr. Umar. He ain't no real man anyway. Fuck him. All right, he's a piece of shit. Nobody listen to his ass anyway. He ain't on our level, so fuck Dr. Umar. You know, he ain't right. He ain't the man of the Lord. So we can give a damn about what
It's because a lot of these white girls are male-centered pick-me's. That is what they are.
I know people who want.
Umar sick.
People who want to try and be my friend because I might be in the NBA, I might have a nice contract and be on TV and famous.
Now look at all these women, all these nice looking women. They all on him because he's famous and he's Jake. You know what I'm saying? But Jake go to different countries and get that same type of treatment. But see, with black women, you got to make a certain amount of money. Here, this bitch works at Target or she works at a call center for the ratchets, and yet you got to make X amount of dollars. You got to be at a 4-hour lifestyle. You got to spend. And this is the spirit. I saw this earlier today from my knee, and I guess she just reposted it from a guy, but she's commenting on it. She says, riddle me this. And this is a repost, by the way. It says, in what world can a man with a 9-to-5 buy you a designer, get you a $400 wig? Like, for one thing, I'm buying you a fucking wig. That's $400. That ain't even your real hair. I'm not finna spend money on that shit. You better grow your real hair out. And pay for the install, pay $250 for your nails. It's not me. Buy you food whenever you ask and still have enough money to take care of his own bills. Rent. It says y'all need to get off TikTok and get the fuck to work. Okay. Now she put, and I figured she was in agreement with it. She says, mind you, y'all want men to do all of this during the talking stage. LMAO. Yeah, and they do want you to do that because with a simple fact, like a chick can give you the number, but if you ain't talking like this on the first text message, she just gonna basically curve you and deal with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? A cordial conversation on trying to, do whatever, that ain't gonna fly with them because social media has totally gassed these women head up, man. Okay, and made them feel like they're the prize. I don't deal with that shit. It says, I guess the answer is date a man that don't work 9-to-5s. And it says they can't even get to the bail or date a dope boy. She said they can't even get the bail money together for when he gets booked or put money on his books. That's not going to work, right? You want to date a drug dealer or a rich man, but yet he gets locked up. You ain't going to come through with the money and get him out of jail. But yet you want this princess treatment. Nah, you ain't getting that. It says, no, but serious. I don't know. I work and I hustle and still can't catch a break, so I don't know. Like, shut the fuck up. It says, no, literally me too, and I can't imagine being a man having a begging ass bitch in my face. Yeah, and I agree with that. It says, on the internet begging for attention, and the list goes on. So I'm assuming she's commenting back and forth with somebody. But even this female realized, like, it's all a bunch of BS, man. And brothers, man, you don't want to deal with that. And I know certain brothers, they deal with Keisha. Certain brothers, that's the only choice they got. If you got to deal with Keisha, deal with Keisha. But if you're going to deal with her in a sincere relationship, find you one that's actually manageable and not just one of these ratchets out here with a lace front. All right, so this is the book of Proverbs 25, and I'm going to start at verses 24. It says, it is better, matter of fact. Let's start at verses 23. It says, as surely as the north wind bringeth rain, so a gossiping tongue causes anger. They gossip the minute, you get into it with them. She's on the phone with her mother, her sisters, her friends, her brothers. The whole hood wants to kill you based on some shit that she didn't say. You know what I'm saying? I still got niggas in the world that feel some type of way about me because when I was dealing with my child's mother over 12 years ago, this stupid lemon-head bitch always go on social media and post our business to the point I just like, you know what? I ain't dealing with it no more. All because niggas was lusting after this low-life dog. You know what I'm saying? I call her child's mother. Now all of a sudden, niggas still look at me sideways because I ain't dealing with her. Because I left the situation. What was I supposed to do in that? And that's just an example of what not to deal with. But you got men that's actually mad at you because of shit that they put out there. You know what I'm saying? To get you shot or put in a hospital based on a false narrative because she's out of order. It's crazy. But it says it is better to live alone in a corner of an attic than with the quarrelsome wife in a lovely home. And that's exactly what happens, man. You spend money on these women and you invite her into your estate. Before you know it, she's not going to be satisfied. Here you the breadwinner, and she sits at home and watch fucking Maury Povich and reality shows all day. You don't even come home to a clean house, a cooked meal, a bath, rub my feet. You know what I'm saying? And then they say, oh, men want princess treatment. No, bitch, we want king treatment. Okay? Because you cater to the white man. You go to work, you do everything he asks you to do. But yeah, when you come home with your man, you have a problem with it. Bobbing your neck, putting your finger in his face, that's not gonna fly, man. And this is why Jake don't want to deal with you. Okay, you are undateable, period. All right, I'll take my chance with the Edomite woman, with the Latin woman, with the Native American woman, with the Chinese woman, with the Arab women, with the Ethiopian woman. Hey, I would choose any of them over the so-called black woman any day, and I don't give a damn who feels some type of way about it. And all you simp ass Jakes out there that don't like it, oh well, man, go straight to hell. This is where you're going anyway, which is the grave. All right, this is the book of Sirach 26. And I'm going to start at verses 1. It says, blessed is the man that have a virtuous wife, for the number of his days should be double, right? And none of us can really say that we have virtuous women. Now, I mean, you got decent women. You got women, you know, that brothers deal with it, they're decent. Brothers find peace and comfort with, you know, from time to time. And that's just what we can do on this side. You know, whatever brings you peace, then so be it. It says, a virtuous woman rejoiced her husband, and he should fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which should be given in the portion of them that fear you. How about you, Yahushua? Yeah, you fear the Lord, then he'll send you somebody you can deal with, man. You know what I'm saying? And hey, that's a beautiful thing for brothers that got that, because it's very scarce on this side. Even the apostles talk about how demonic they women are, and these are godly men. Okay, so, and it says, whether man be rich or poor, and if he have a good heart towards the Lord, he should at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. Yeah, because it shouldn't matter about how much money you bring. You know what I'm saying? The minute you talk to one of these divestors, I mean, you go to the grocery store and they got a basket full of abomination. This bitch is driving a 2002 Ford Taurus with expired tags on it. Yet she's sizing you up, making sure you got the biggest rims, the nicest shoes, the biggest chain. You gotta have a grill in your fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? You gotta speak hood, you gotta sag your pants, you gotta have a Glock in your waist. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have weed on deck. You gotta have the Patron. You gotta have all the shit. You know, don't text her back 2-3 days from now. Be with your homies. Be in the studio. Text her high and drunk. It's just all that shit just to get some pussy from a ratchet ass bitch. It ain't worth it, man. You know. But Jake go out there wits like that. But it says, there be 3 things in my heart. My heart feareth. And the 4th I was so afraid. The slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and the false accusation. All these are worse than death. Yeah, and a lot of Jakes have been put to death behind false accusations of women. Oh, he hit me, but yeah, she spit in your face, threw a drink in your face, stole from you, committed adultery. But yet, the minute you put your hands on her or you argue, curse her out, it goes to Facebook. Before you know it, you got a bunch of clowns that's waiting to air you out based on this woman. Okay, this is why we tell you, man, hey, these black women, bro, they're treacherous. It says, but the grief and heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicated with all. You know, no privacy, not holding your peace. The minute y'all get into a disagreement, and the thing of it is you do not take accountability. Okay, out of all this video I'm looking at, this video here, not this is actually a screenshot, but this whole video here I'm looking at, and these women are so delusional and deluded to the point that they're not even realizing that the things men are saying. And it ain't just one man. It ain't 2 men. It ain't 5 men. You got thousands of men saying this. But yet these black women are so entitled and so full of themselves. Okay, no accountability to the point they just write it all off like, oh, yo, nah, man, you just want a woman that's going to submit. You goddamn right I want a woman that's going to submit. What's wrong with that? It's like every other nation of men can desire submission from their women. But when it comes to us, we're just like, nah, you got to get squashed now. You a cockroach. We got to step on you, nigga. Who are you to declare or to demand submission? You ain't nobody. And this comes from the demonization of the media. Movies like Baby Boy, you know, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood. This is all mold. All this shit has gaslighted Jake to where he's at now. Now his own woman looks at him like he's nothing. You know, this is why, hey, I don't even talk to Black like, you know, it depends. You know, if they coming in a good vibe, you know, I may ride with them, talk a little shit here and there with them. But I don't really take them serious, man. I don't take them serious, you know. It's just for what? You know, it's just not serious at all, man. You know. So it says here, but an evil wife and a yoke is shaking to and fro, and he that had hold on her as though he had a scorpion. He held a scorpion. And the crazy part about it is they want so much attention from us, to the point you give them attention, they want your attention just so they can curve you. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck gets off on curving men that actually would genuinely probably make a change? Like, who gets off on that? Only fucking women of color in America do that. And you got Edomite bitches that do that too. But if you got an Edomite woman that's acting overly ratchet, you know what I'm saying? You see her hanging with a bunch of black women, then you need not to deal with her because she's nothing but a nigga in the spirit. You know, if I see a black woman with 3 or more friends, if I see a white woman with 3 or more Jake women friends, I don't even talk to her because she's just like them. She's dealt with Jake. Once a white woman deal with 1 or 2 Jakes, it's a wrap. She's through. She's ratchet. She stinks. Her attitude is trash. She wants to act like she's tough and hood, but yet the bitch is corny. Like that clown, what's her name? Bad Baby. She might be a Jake, but the fact about a little white girl, you know, appearing to be this tough person because she's been around a Jake prototype. You don't want to deal with that. You know, so get you a plain Jane, or get you a Latin chick that barely speak English, or get you an Arab chick that, you know, she's allowed to date outside our race or whatever you want to call it. You know, but stay away from Keisha if you can. Unless you just, you know, using her for services, because that's really all they good for at the end of the day, is really getting your rocks off. Because honestly speaking, after you pop them, they looking to curve you to go pop another dude. So I mean, I guess it's mutual in that regard, you know. But anyway, it says, an evil wife is yoke shaken to and fro, and he that had hold of her as though he held a scorpion. Yeah, a scorpion is poisonous. It stings. You pick up a scorpion, it's gonna sting the shit out of you. And that's equivalent to dealing with these women, man. You know, hey, trust me. I've been in situations where it wasn't nothing but a headache. You know, a drunken woman and a ghetto bride causes great anger. She would not cover her own shame. And that's all these women. You know, the ghetto bride, they're whores. They go to the club. They wear all types of promiscuous clothing. They're very provocative. You know, and it just like, and they expect for us to take them serious. And then when you say, well, hey, you try to take them serious and you try to be something with them, and you be like, hey, man, you can't wear that. Then all of a sudden it becomes a fucking argument. You know, it becomes an argument. Oh, well, nah, why can't I wear my chest out? Why can't I wear an open-toe shoe? Why can't I do this and that? And before you know, you're like, you know what, bitch, just do what the fuck you want to do. I don't even care. Do what you do. Just don't deal. I'm not dealing with you. And it gets to that point, man, because it's just like, you're not finna wrestle and quarrel with somebody that's not trying to take correction. And that's one thing about the Jake woman. She's extremely arrogant. She's extremely proud and haughty. Nobody wants to deal with you like that. Okay, only men that really want to deal with you is these losers out here. Okay, and if you see one of us talking to a Jake woman, okay, outside of one that we actually maybe, if you see us dating a Jake woman, it's probably because she's decent. Okay, I'm not going to throw brothers on the bus and like that, because if you see brothers with a Jake woman, she's probably decent. If you see me with a Jake woman, it's because she's decent. And if you see me with her and we rocking with each other, it's because she's like doing what the fuck she's supposed to do. But in the most time, you see us with Jake women, hey, honestly speaking, man, you just trying to get what you get from them because it's a late night. A late night at Whataburger. And I ain't saying that to promote any type of, you know what I'm saying, harlotry among the women. But most of the time, these women are harlots and they just want to fuck you and take your money. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if you burning and you need the shit, then deal with Keisha. Because, hey, at the end of the day, that's all she's good for. Majority of them, not all of you. But it says, the whoredom of a woman may be known on her haughty looks in her eyelids. You know, the makeup, the eyeshadow, the eyelashes, the cum catchers. You know, and if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through over much liberty. And that's the problem. These women have too much liberty, man. All right, but anyway, I'm going to end it there. Giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, you will edify into the next lesson. Shalom.
Every single time the NFL draft come around, it's always a white girl sitting beside them, the black boy, the black man on the couch. Every single time. Why they never no black girl next to the black boy?
So funny, because every time the NFL draft comes up, everybody's talking about, oh my god, it's snow bunny season, it's show off your snow bunny season. They are breeding the black out of their bloodlines.
So is the NFL draft making anybody else sick, or is it just me? Because I know it's making Dr. Umar sick.
At least in college, it's because a lot of these white girls are male-centered pick-me's. That is what they are.
I know people who want to try and be my friend because I might be in the NBA, I might have a nice contract and be on TV and famous. But I'm not friends with anybody.
This is my daughter. How you doing?
When I was younger, if I saw an NBA player I didn't really know, I'd get a picture with him. But you get paid, it's a job. Going to school and being in college is not a job.
One woman's trash is another woman's treasure.
Every single time.